the deputy leader of IPOB. He willingly said it. Out of what? Out of his arrogancy, not only to we Biafrans, not only to our leader Nnamdi Kanu, but to IPOB members all over the world. Fellow Biafrans, listen, I have carefully observed Mazi Chemafo, and I began to a kind of read meanings to his words. I came to realize that Mazi Chemafo actually have no respect for we Biafrans. His arrogancy was in full display on that very day he announced his resignation. And let's not forget also that with the report we had at hand, Mazi Chemafo have resigned officially, resigned in DOS more than twice. This is a man who claimed to care about our fallen heroes. This is a man who claimed to be caring about those who are injured in Obibo. This is a man who, while in IPOB as deputy leader, then, no longer anymore, was receiving a monthly due above £4,000, and yet don't pay his ordinary monthly due, which our fellow Biafrans across the world are paying.
Let me interject before you continue, please. Are these things you're saying, are they officially, were you designated to say them, or you just your personal opinion? That's all I want to know.
But Mazi, it is official.
Excuse me?
It is official.
Is it official? But the point is that I have said something on this program before. If anything is official, they should pass it on to us. We can't be hearing it from the outside. Now, another thing, let me please.
He himself, he concorded.
Let me say something. We are a broadcasting station. We are the mouth of IPOB. We are the mouthpiece of our people. If there is anything that is not communicated to me officially, I will not allow it on this platform. That's the point I'm trying to make. Now, excuse me, I read something about the office of the deputy being no more in place. Dissolved, yes. But it was signed by Chika.
Yes.
Excuse me, it was signed by Chika Edozien, but you said it was signed by our leader. That's not true.
Signed by ordered.
No.
Ordered by which are you, Mazi Peter? Our head of directorate can't take decision without the authorization of our leader.
Am I assuming, right? Sir, I am not a part of them. You are making that assumption. If our leader signed something, I am going to say it categorically. If they have said our leader asked them to do this, I will say this. I read the whole thing in entirety. I still have copies of it. Our leader did not sign it. No, if you had said signed by Chika Edozien, I will not have this argument with you. You said it was signed by our leader. It's not true. The document was not signed by our leader. If you had read exactly what they said, and then they said signed by the head of the directorate, there was no point my even interjecting. But I found something not right in what you're saying. That's why I asked you this question. Are you designated for this, for what you're saying right now? Or just airing your opinion?
Mazi Peter.
Yes, sir.
Mazi Peter, let me remind you once again that the head of directorate represents the body of this very movement.
Yes, and you can still remind me whatever you can remind me whatever you want. But the point I'm trying to make is that I am here. I'm not here on my own. I'm doing a job. If I am officially informed, I don't know if you're understanding where I'm going. If I'm officially informed of certain things, when you say it, I will not object. But I've not been officially. I said it before, I don't take information from Facebook. I don't take information from anybody. We have an hierarchy. Our leader, if our leader says sign something and they pass it on to me, I'm going to read it. The directorate, if send something to me, I'm going to read it. But the point is that if you are quoting what directorate said, I will read it that way. But if you quoting something director and say our leader said, then it doesn't sound right with me. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, let's not debate on that. I think
it's not a debate. You are
very clear.
You are calling it a debate now. We are not debating. I'm only telling you that I have not been officially briefed about this.
But an official notice is made for we principal servants to take note of.
Principal servants
must they be passed individually?
No, not individually. If they pass a copy to you, I think those of us on air should have a copy too. So when we are saying something, we are modifying it, we are not just talking. You are coming in as a principal officer. I understand. I respect that. I have it. But there are things I can allow you to say because I know when you are going away. My point is, where we were not officially informed. We've not been briefed. They sent me a memo, and I read the memo exactly the way it is. I said, who signed it? Now you're saying that our leader signed it. It's not true. It's misinformation. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't it look like I'm trying to lie to the people? Our leader said, our directorate signed something, and I said, this from the directorate. It's signed by Chika Edoziem. That's exactly what I had in front of me.
Yeah.
And now you are there saying our leader signed it. It's not right with me. We are speaking the truth the way it is, so that Ichibozu, boy at the right part. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you had said this memo was signed by Chike Edoziem, I would not even argue with you. I wouldn't even talk about it. I would just swallow it because I know that is in the document. Do I make myself very clear?
You have made yourself clear, but I want you to take note of something. When an official report is coming from the head of directorate,
yes,
it is assumed.
Don't assume anything. Don't assume, sir. I don't like the word assumed.
No.
I am part of the system. I am speaking now for the people. If they give them something, in fact, if our leader signs the paper and says, do you know something? Anything that the director of sales says is me that is saying it, I will take it. I don't know how the hierarchy works. I don't know if do you really I don't know if you are not trying to understand where I'm going. I am trying to keep myself clear. You are saying something when you air your opinion. So your opinion is right. It is your opinion. You have the right to say whatever you want to say. But the moment it becomes a quotation, this is from there, this is from there, and then I will say no. I don't go.
Okay. Mazi Peter. Now, fellow Biafrans, we are going back to what we were saying before, and prior to this very moment, let's remind one another of what transpired. Our Reverend fathers and our sisters came together, having prior notice heroes for the sake of those who have died for this struggle, for the sake of those in Obibo. We plead, suspend this very broadcast you want to do. Let's get in touch with you and our leader. We believe we can resolve this very matter. We had it on the radio, Biafra. We had the Reverend Father spoke. We heard him when he said even our sister, our Reverend sister, Sister Bridget, went on her knees and said, please, our deputy, please suspend.
Bridget is woman leader, not a Reverend sister, my brother.
Our woman leader.
Woman leader. Yeah, thank you.
She begged, if our ex-deputy is indeed a man of humble, a man who is humble, a man who has the feeling of his people, he won't have disobeyed that very plea. He would have listened because he wanted peace. That was what he was trying to demonstrate to them. Fellow Biafrans, we must then ask ourselves, why did he not listen to these people who went on their knees? Why did our ex-deputy why did he fail to listen to them? And they reminded him there was no way he was going to hold that very meeting without that very meeting leaking. And what happened at the end? He went ahead with that very meeting and he was telling them, we have passed this stage. Now the question is, fellow Biafrans, we must keep on asking, what stage was Mazi Uchemefo referring to that he has passed? He went ahead and held that very meeting, disrespecting these people, disrespecting Biafrans across the globe. And then in the course of that very meeting, what our reverend fathers foresaw, well, they were saying that this message, this broadcast, if you go ahead to hold this broadcast will leak to the masses. Then what happened at the end? That was what happened. And I remember vividly in that very broadcast, as our beloved brothers were telling him, Mazi Uchemefo, do you know that this information is going out to the masses? What did he do? He pretended like he never knew that the information will leak out. And then I overheard his accomplice. The man I has 7 tongues. He speaks one today and he says the other thing the next day. Telling we Biafrans, partially, we can stop the broadcast. But that doesn't mean it is wrong. They knew that this information would be leaked out. They intentionally did it. After disrespecting our fathers, the committee members, after disrespecting our woman leader, who was on her knees, begging, said, please, my ex-deputy, please. The question is, why did Mazi Uchemefo fail to listen to these honorable people? If indeed he had the feeling of this very struggle, if indeed he was thinking about our people in Obibo, if indeed he was thinking about our fallen heroes who have given all for this struggle, if indeed he has respect and he is loyal to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, fellow Biafrans, we can all see that indeed our ex-deputy has no atom of respect for no one. For no one, absolutely no. Not even for those who have gone for the struggle. On this very regard, I am in support that the office of deputy leader, not just concerning our ex-deputy Mazi Uchemefo, it is dissolved. It is an office that have demonstrated to always be showing that arrogancy to the leader of this movement, who have given all. I say he has given all. And the next question I want us to ask, Mazi Uchemefo, at what point did you begin to initiate the process of having a radio app? If indeed you were with us in this IPOB, because you didn't just wake up to have your own radio app. At what point, what was that agenda behind you, behind your motive, that made you to go all the way to think of having another radio app if indeed you were loyal to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu? And why? Why did you have such a motive? We can't just pretend like he opened it on that very day. At least for you to have a radio app, for you to formalize the bureaucracy, administrative works, you must have taken, it must have taken you up to 1, 2, 3 months.
Exactly.
At what time? When did you start initiating this process, Mazi Chemofo? And then you want to come and pretend to us like you just woke up and started initiating it. And let's not forget also, for while our leader, he opened his mouth and said it. While our leader was talking to him and said, go to Mazi Ofoma, collect the password. He opened his mouth, he said, over his dead body. I repeat the word he said in Igbo language. Kamakangamwa. That action alone is enough for you to resign your office as the deputy leader for an act of insubordination, an act of disloyalty to your leader. If this very struggle is an ordinary organization, even in a working organization, Mazi Chemofo, when you tell your manager, if you are the deputy, the vice manager, or the vice director, or the vice CEO, and you are telling your leader, your manager, your director, your CEO, over your dead body, will you execute the action, the duty is asking you to do, that automatically is a sign, and immediate moment you have to resign your office, because you are not loyal to your leader, you are not loyal to your manager, you are not loyal to your CEO. What are we pretending on? Are we pretending like Mazi Chemofo did nothing? Are we pretending like his actions were in other way good or upright? Is that what we are trying to say? Why are we showing that hypocrisy? Like nothing happens. Like he never disrespected the office of our leader? Come on.
Thank you.
Come on, dear friends. We are bigger than this. We know what happened. We know what Mazi Chemofo said. He called our leader on air that he's a liar. Come on, dear friends.
Yeah, Mazi Nachi, come down, my brother. We're becoming emotional.
All right, let's go. There are other calls coming in.
Please, 1 minute.
Yes, please.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Just round it up. Please.
Yeah, there is a video going viral here. We want to debunk that.
I have not seen the video, sir. Listen.
No,
let us.
They are writing that our leader was arrested in Singapore.
Can I please say something? Can I say something? You are not helping issues by bringing in video that is not official. We think we are making. Listen. Sometimes. Can I please say something? I don't like squabbling with issues. Anybody can put up anything he wants on the video. It's not my place to start talking about it. We have more important things to talk about.
The lie that our leader is hurt and Haiti.
We don't listen. Nobody has to. I know our leader is. Listen, there's nothing. Did somebody one time say that our leader is dead? Was it on video? So why are we?
No, but
let's not put. We are putting fuel to this thing. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Just say what you know and forget about what somebody's putting up, please.
Yeah, our leader is hurt and hating, or what? Nobody.
It's not good. What you are saying now is like you are putting fire to it. There are people who have not even seen that video. The moment you start commenting on it, you are not publicizing the video.
Yes,
that is my own point. So let us leave it. Talk about issues at hand. Somebody can write whatever they want on video and send in whatever they want. It doesn't change anything. Okay, if anything happens to our leader, we will know. I will announce it here. Not any maroon, anybody that's crazy will put something on video and then I will start talking about it. That's not how it works.
Thank you. We got your point, Maz. Yes. You are making. What I want to say lastly is this.
Yeah,
dear friends, the only app we know is Radio Biafra app and IPOB community app.
Exactly.
Let's stop enabling the activities of our ex-deputy. We have heard everything he said. Therefore, there is no need watching him on Facebook anymore.
Okay.
Do not waste your data. Do not waste your money. Avoid him. He has nothing to offer. We trust someone, not because of our stupidity. We are following our leader because we have seen him in action.
Thank you. Let's go.
We have seen him tested, tried, and confirmed, certified by Biafra.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
So please, stop wasting your data on him. He has nothing to offer. He has nothing. If he's ready to fight for the cause of Biafra, let him go to the zoo. Our leader have done it. He fought the zoo military. He went on evangelism.
Can we go?
He has gone to jail for this very struggle. What have Uchamofa done? Not even his monthly due is he paying. Not even a monthly due. A monthly due.
It's okay, my corner. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for allowing me. Thank you, sir.
All right. The point I'm trying to make, let me just make my point. You know, when you call me, air your opinion. Don't be a judge. Don't be a jury. What I'm saying is that don't go and listen to his radio. Don't go and listen. When there is darkness, one strike of matches will bring in the light. Let them listen. I have no problem with creating radio stations all over the world. Your audience depends on what you say. People have to decide for themselves. And how are they going to decide? They have to listen to you. If you're a moron, you will die a natural death. Nobody is going to kill you. If you're making sense, believe me sincerely, if you make sense, people will come. If you don't make sense, just give them 2 weeks. You'll be a history. So let's not dwell about somebody opening a radio. It doesn't mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. It depends on what you say. Because, you know, when you're a little child, something that's very peculiar. A little boy in the house, the papa will say, if Uruma Debeni, don't ever open that door. Before God and man, that child will be so curious to know what is in there. But he had to that particular room, why are there without even feeling anything? He will just go in there and step out. When you start wasting our data, start talking about the radio that people created, you are advertising the radio that they created. For God's sake. This is pure common sense. I know how emotional it is. I know how it hurts some people. It hurts everybody. Do you think so? You think because I don't talk about it means it doesn't hurt me? No. I know how to kill issues like this. Give it silence and believe me, it will dissolve in the air. Nobody will know. There was a radio called Radio Biafra International, right? What happened to them? Did you ask anybody not to go and listen to them? People would naturally not be inclined to listen. When they listen and they keep hearing Buhari say treason today, tomorrow Buhari say treason, tomorrow 180 Buhari, who wants to go there? Buhari committed treason. That was the title, the main thing that Urania was talking about. Who wants to listen to that garbage? You don't have to tell people not to listen to him. Please, let's talk about issues that concerns us seriously and take it from there. All right, I have a call coming in on caller on signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Maza Peters, good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. Your brother Chidera from South Africa. Hi, Peter.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I want to ask you a very big favor. When I called you last week, I told you that you people are hurting us. You thought I was joking.
I know.
More, the guys are coming on. We are even more hot today than yesterday.
Yes.
Can I suggest DOS name have been on Facebook, on radio, on anywhere to anything, mention it anywhere in WhatsApp. Last, about 4 months ago, there is an issue came up with the World Igbo Congress. They set up a meeting. That meeting called up to 1,000 people in that meeting. Can't the DOS address IPOB? Let's stop all this. This one is making a video talking A. This one is making a video talking B. Social media, people are, somebody call radio and you are arguing with that particular person. This person have people in their number. He could have called you to present what you want to discuss. And when you say hold it there, people should respect that you are the presenter and hold it there. Can the DOS, for God's sake, with all those rumbling around now, people are literally not cry even when they listen to our sister in the morning, the Reverend Father come from Brazil. You can see clearly this person. We are not making it up here for God's sake. Can the DOS humble themselves and address Biafrans? Next, no, not individual coming to tell us which resign. Who say would go say I will not resign. We cannot continue like this. DOS can set up a Zoom meeting with the entire, okay, let's say within the southern region, America. They calculate 1,000 people that can represent entire the continent. They go to the zoo, go to Biafra and say, send those people, set up a meeting, send the meeting zoo, this thing. Those who have internet enablement will come up with a resolution. If indeed Uchemefo have resigned, they to conclude they will send a message through the because radio now, people have been listening. Uche will broadcast in the evening. They say that even the one that our brother, the Reverend, I think they try to remember the Reverend Father who released a video. Uche and Obi said no, that there was no truth in that. That one will say this DOS head of this thing. The name had been pumping up everywhere. We believe them. We have been believing them. We knew for sure that they have signed a memo before. There was nobody questioned their memo several times. Here in this country, the national coordinator have been saying all we see is the memo, and we all follow. We have had our leader call on A that memo will send or announce anybody's name. Nobody argue. This is the first time, as far as I'm concerned, such somebody who will be on his own say, this is my last time of talking to you as a deputy. Following them, no anybody thinking that I'm resigning from IPOB is joking or something. Now, can't this DOS set up a Zoom meeting, address Biafrans properly? Then we can have a meeting. All of us, one Saturday, one Sunday, or anything may be, address proper. So that after the meeting, everybody is speaking with one language. If you are going to your unit, going to your country, you are able to send a message. Even if they will say now, let it be by Continental. They do meet with the Continental. Our rep, Continental rep, will come and send a message. You cannot come to radio says people because today, even today, as I'm talking to you, one of our coordinators here, I've been fighting with him since the morning. He's a pro. What is the name called? Uchemefo. He immediately they started. All of them started changing Uchemefo's from IPOB flag to Uchemefo's this thing. We can't control like this. This people are getting lies somewhere. People are saying truth the other side. So who do we believe? We cannot follow Uche if Uche not following us. The best thing to do now is these people should find a way to sit down, discuss. Not one individual coming to radio to say, then Uche and Obi will come in the evening and talk a different thing. People are sympathizing with them, believing they are saying the truth. Then DOS is can't they set up a meeting? Biafrans are capable. We got internet all over. We see, I can tell the World Igbo Congress here, over 1,000 was a day in a meeting, and everybody was in mute. Address us proper. You will hear what they are saying. And if you are allowed to talk, you talk. Rather than this one, we are not fluctuating like puff like this. And how long will this take us? Thank you very much, sir.
There we go. Thank you very much. That is exactly what you said now is exactly my opinion, because I have not been briefed. Anybody can come into radio, like I'm saying, you come in here, you want to castigate the other person, you want to talk about, it does not mean anything. If I am briefed properly, The way I'm supposed to be, you call me, you direct me, I am going to be directed by somebody with a signature. My objection to our brother was that he said a memo was signed by our leader. It was not signed by our leader. I saw it. What I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to undermine anybody. But when you want to say something, say it exactly the way it is. Don't be emotional about it. Our deputy, he announced on radio, on the Zoom, I heard him say it, that this might be the last time. He said, this might be the last time I'll talk to you as the deputy leader. He said, this might be, I'm quoting him. Now, he didn't say, the other man said, he said, I will not be the deputy leader anymore. That all those things does not mean it's nomenclature, English language or no English language. The truth is, if I am briefed properly, if somebody comes to sign something and it's signed by our leader, I will read exactly the way it says signed by our leader. If it is signed by DOS, I'll say it's signed by DOS Chike Edozium. That's the memo that I got. Now you are coming in to say a memo was passed on which was signed by our leader. It is not true. I do not broadcast issues like that because don't think I'm supporting anything. I told you I waka alone come out, waka alone come out. I know why I came to IPOB. My opinion might not matter because it's my opinion. But when you want to come to the radio here, please come and tell us the truth, say it exactly the way it is, and we'll take it from there. I have a call coming in on caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon. My name is Mark. I'm calling from Kenya.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, thank you for your feedback. See, I don't want our people to worry about anybody living like especially what our detectives have done by living like after all, it will be left Africa to PDP. We have Africa shut down. Oman have left PDP. PDP is still going on. Even though we are not here as a political party, we are freedom fighters. But anybody that gets tired at any time can check out.
Yes.
The journey continues. Now, but I only want to make our deputy leader know that. Do you know, in heaven, when the Bible says Satan campaigned in heaven and he won 1/4 of the angels himself under the nose of Almighty God himself. That is one of the things that our deputy leader have done. If somebody thinks that a man like Obi is saying what he's saying today, I will not believe it. But that is one of our deputy leaders. Man, anytime a man began to love what he hates, something is wrong. Anytime you begin to consider to eat what you don't like before. I listened to one of our deputy broker this afternoon, the one of yesterday. He was calling all the all the Biafra agitators and all that to come together. This is a man that in his platform, anytime we talk about committees, I ask you how many there are. Anytime a man begin to consider to eat what he does not like to eat before, something is wrong. And I want to advise if I know he will not take it, he have not taken the ones that the prominent and professors have advised him. How will he take my own? But let him know that when Iruanya left, he left with something. But today, where are those people? Are they still with him? There is where our people behave. So when we can then get us Ghana, I know something as we are with you. By the time they travel to 3 kilometers, he will look his back, he will find nobody. Because our people will always come back to the man that always say the truth, the man that will always stand by the truth, and the man that will always want to defend their rights. And that is whom we have tested our leader and truth. Whatever thing that has happened, I don't see what happened. The truth will come down and say it. But the truth is that they have finished his truth in IPO. They have served what he has give what he has to offer. So it is time for him to take the next way or to do something else, because he used to say that if you are tired, you should check out. He's tired and he has checked out. So let us forget about it. What he's doing now is making us to not to hold Nigeria to account for people that they are massacred in Obibo. That is what. That is just what I'm seeing at this all this diversion. This people we're talking now. Every day we're talking about Uchemofo. People every day are talking about Uchemofo. Who is Uchemofo? He has given what he can offer. Let him go and start his own. Let us see how he's going to. What we want in Biafra, if Uchemofo can give us in Biafra with human rights radio, that's okay. But let us allow him and let us focus on the people who are killing us, because so that Nigerians and Fulanis they have not sheathed their sword. They are still killing our people. Let us forget about what he's talking about. See, he can never do more than Satan. Satan won 1/4 of heaven. Today, where is Satan? Where is his position? And Solomon in the Bible deceived the cabinet of his father, even to win one of the best advisors. Today, at the end, what happened to Absalom? So these are the things that we must put together. What we want is Biafra. Whatever thing he's doing, he has served the time. He has done what he can do. God has used him. There are times in a man's life, God will use him for a particular purpose. And when that purpose is achieved, I will leave him somewhere when he begins of his day and work with other people. God has more than 1,001 person to replace one person. So it doesn't matter what he has done before. If he's not ready to continue in that right track, if he's not ready to do what is right, let him go. God have other people. There are people that are on the way coming to ITO. I just sometimes I for the zoo, because there are people that are on the way coming to ITO. By the time they continue hearing what is happening, when they will get tired and they will come to join ITO, the zoo will burn, because those people will not come with peace. They will not come with a vote. They will not come with the diplomatic. They will not come. They will come with ammunition to destroy the zoo. So they should just be playing with their life. What we want is that let our deputy leader continue with whatever he wants to offer, and let us see how we can be able to gather those people he think he can be able to gather. Let us see what he's going to achieve. The Bible says, "I am the vine, and you are the branch. If you are with me, you will produce much. But without me, you can do nothing." Without IPOB, who knows it? Without IPOB, where is it coming up from? Let him get out of the vine. Let him see how he's going to die. God bless you.
God bless you. All right. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. I have a call coming on, let's see, Principal Officer's line. Okay, the call just dropped. Another call in the same line. Let me take it. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon so much. I am very, very happy this afternoon because some of our brothers are saying what we are supposed to be doing. My name is Sugo, and I am calling from Enugu province. Mazi, please, I want to say these things for the sake of our brothers and sisters all over the world. I continue to lament that our leaders, every part of the world, should look up to Chukwu Abiyama, because he is the one that ordained our leader Nnamdi Kanu and sent him out for this mission. And the majority of us that joined this wonderful family, like I myself, I heard the voice of our leader. I was convinced, and I told the person that asked me to listen to that voice that I will follow this man. This is not the time for us to receive something like this. I mean, it is discouraging, but we can never ever be discouraged. When you look at the effort of the wicked ones towards what we are doing, we that is in Biafran land, Master, we can boldly tell you, we can tell you what is going on here. I continue to say this, but some people think it is a joke. If the enemies are doing sacrifice upon sacrifice to make sure that they destroyed this wonderful effort, why should we allow such sacrifice to exist in our midst? What do I mean by that? If your brother came to you and say, "I'm sorry," Why can't you accept your brother? Why can't you forgive your brother? If you are in position and people are begging you, please, please, let us do this for the sake of peace. Why can't you listen to that advice? Have we forgotten that the only person that don't welcome advice of peace is somebody that was blocked? The heart was blocked by the devil. That anyone that is looking for peace, you must accept the word, please. The reason I'm saying this is because this took place locally before going to internationally. Some people think I'm joking. You think it is a joke. What you are seeing today is not supposed to happen. If we only will recognize that the enemies are working seriously to destroy us, and what is the only thing that they have in plan to destroy us is disagreement. But we can destroy their effort by understanding each other, by listening to please, by saying sorry. That is the only thing that we can do. That is the reason why Chukwukadama said in his word that you must forgive your brother if your brother offends you. Very sad indeed that at this final point of what we're doing, somebody would think that opening another radio station or opening another channel of freedom fighting will be the best. Check it, you see that it's not clean. But I am praying that Chukwukadama will help those who have sacrificed a lot, those who put their effort in this wonderful thing that we are doing, that the enemies will not deny them the opportunity. I am calling upon the name of Chukwukadama towards all the operational officers that their eyes must continue to be focused on what we are doing. That they should continue to recognize their talent, not another man's talent. You can never, ever take another man's gift. You can never, ever inherit another man's gifts. You will try. The envy, jealous that we are lamenting, I was the first person that continued to say that the reason why some of our people that is not in this family are fighting us is because of envy, jealousy. Then what of those that is inside this family? And the reason why this envy, jealous continue to exist in their midst is because they allow devil to block their heart. If you recognize that your gift is very vital, your gift that you are using to support what we are doing is ordained by Chukwukadama, and it can never be the gift of Peter. I think we will never ever look forward to take another man's gift. Because it is taking another man's gift, the only thing that will trigger such a thing. I am saying, I'm calling all the whole Biafrans all over the world. We must remain resolute.
Thank you.
I say this again. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, wherever you are, Chukwukadama, may He, Elohim, continue to strengthen you, give you courage to stand firm. You are the ordained person that was ordained for this mission, and Biafran restoration is what we're looking for.
Thank you, sir.
And we will get it, Mazi. Thank you so much.
There we go. All right, with that, I'm going to take a very short break, and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned, don't go away. This is Radio Biafra USA 2.
There is
All right, I'm back again on Sit. Let's take a call coming in on Signal. Call on Signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mazi Peters. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead, sir. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for taking thank you for taking my call. I'm Rabbi Charles. I greet Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom. Our leader, I salute you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I raise my hands up for you in there. Mazi, I'm Rabbi Charles. I'm speaking from my location. Mazi I Peters, may I suggest something, please? It's not that you're going to accept it. Okay?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, good. What I'm trying to say is that I know that there are fake news out there. We know that there is a video footage that is, or video footage that is being captured, going around circulating. People had it, and not the first time. I think it could be third time now about Mazi Uchemefo speaking here and there. Obidio Bienu was in the meeting. The first time I was there. I went there to listen to what they are talking about. I was disappointed. We cannot, with all this evidence, mounting up or abounding. I may not need to go. I do believe that DOS also came. They spoke. They said what they said, and I heard them. This is freedom fighting we are doing. We are not in a political, for the people calling. I heard what Chidera said. I will touch on what Chidera said, but with all this, I personally will never want anybody to brief me, because a lot of damage has been done by Mazi Uchemefo and Obidio Bienu and the rest of them that went into this internal coup d'etat. Are you getting me? This thing has been going on for more than a year. I have been following it. I have spoken on air, on radio, and the message was circulating. A lot of people, I know you are, maybe because of the legality over there, you don't want to say something because they are Uchemefo want to threaten or want to threaten people with a legal procedure or whatever. I'm watching. Biafrans are watching him to do his worst. The only thing I can say personally, in every clip that I've made or message, I mention his name. I can defend everything I said anywhere, any government, even UK government. I will defend it. I will go there and say even worse than what I've said. For him to know that this is not all about Mazi Uchemefo. And for people who saying DOS must come and address you, my brothers and sisters, these guys have code of operation. Our leader, you had them saying that the reason why they are not all that public, these guys are working hard. I know what that, with my intelligence, I know what they do, some of the things they're doing. But the only place I have problem is that when something like Mazi Peters, when Ube na Shiji, ona aga jie automatically. Ube na atunye. All of a sudden, the side of the color, the other one will begin to go dark blue, and the other one will be a bit pink or reddish. And all of a sudden, give it a week or two, those ones that is reddish will all of a sudden they will become dark blue. As in Ube go. Now, when this thing was fermenting or going on, I saw it here and there. I came on, I said, musicians, you are adding to this nonsense going on. There are those that they are not wired to assimilate praises and put it aside. I said the job is not yet done yet. But there are those, you guys are in Africa, back home in Africa there, and all over the world, you are singing. Mazinka Merenka, the only person that we can sing with his name.
guaranteed he won't fail us is Nnamdi Kanu. Any other person is irrelevant. And you have just messed up all your beautiful music. Because our people, we are wired to be singing like Osadebe, Oliver the Cook, Agabaf and the Mado. And this is the things that are killing the generation of Igbos. Biafrans, especially in the Igbo, they know how to call names and praise the person. And his head will swell up. Tell me, my brothers and sisters, anyone listening to me, the amount of pleading that you can plead to somebody. Say, relent, withdraw. There is bigger picture, and the person said no. You will see that you will automatically know that there is a third party involved. This thing you people are saying, let him, you think, excuse me. In Western world, you say, if third party captured you and you are singing, you think this thing doesn't have effect in their political movement or in their parliament where this man Uchemefo is residing, and they are looking for a weaker link to get in? Or don't you guys reason? So if somebody is telling you we have gone past this stage, you think is him alone? He's not alone in this destruction he thought he could do. Before I hang up, I will thank our brother Akana Ayo, the one that his message is circulating. These are the things we got to listen. If somebody kind of gave in to some certain things, threat, maybe gave in to sabotage the movement, and our leader said they are coming. If you can only hold on from that time till December, there will be a game changer. And all of a sudden, somebody began to speak from another side of the world and began to talk something, say something that is not correct. And the one they call Obidi Obiana, began to think on the ground. Mazi Ipitasa will call them by their names. Let them take legal action. I am waiting for them. That will be their catastrophe and disaster if they do. They only want to push it and make it to take a legal action against our leader. They think there are things these guys are doing. I look at these people that are very, very dead. And we give it only what you can do for us. If you pick a call, if anyone kind of speak derogative word to our leader, cut him off straight away. If anyone speak any insulting word to the movement, cut the person away. If the person want to air his view about some folks that we are seeing that full blown that the person has messed up, you can say, give him a chance. Say after that, he said the callers air his view, and this is his view. Okay, and then you save yourself for legality because they are waiting for. You see Iranya the other day on BBC saying, he was talking to Solomon. So these are the things that they are good at. Nothing else. They don't care about their people being killed. They are still killing our people. They don't care about the marginalization. They don't care about disenfranchisement that they have. We are literally removed from everywhere politically in that zoo. Look at Peter Obi now. I heard he came. Why do you think Peter Obi is doing that? Because of his business in the north. These guys have multi businesses in the north. The money they stole from Biafran land, they use it and they embezzle it and to analyze that money and build infrastructure. Their place is upside down. And he will come out. You think he's protesting because he loves those people, rice farmers. Do our people think so? Or he's a good man? He just wants to save his ass. But Peter Obi is and so many of Igbo well-to-do men, I don't call them elites. These guys are daft. And even some businessmen, that daft businessmen that you have your defense. Your youth is your defense. IPOB is the defense of Biafra. If you have money, you have everything what it takes. Why don't you? What is $1 million to those men over there? Fulani they can go and empower or arm Boko Haram to protect them. And you cannot arm your people financially to protect your place secretly and shut your mouth up. Igbos cannot do it. Only when we come to this thing, they say, oh, Obufanya Anambra, Ojukwu happens to be Anambra at the present day map. Okay? But he was giving orders. Kalabari was obeying the order. Okay? Calabar people, Ibibio, was obeying the order. Akwa Ibom was obeying the order. They are not Igbo speaking region. People from Delta State were obeying the order. Ojukwu is, but the present day map is from Anambra. So if God raised somebody from Abia State, why can't I obey him?
Thank you.
What is the crime? What is the crime? Yes, I am done. What is the crime if we obey him? These people are sick. They make me sick. Obienu and Ushemefo, they are going nowhere. They are going nowhere.
Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. Have calls coming in left, right, and center. But anybody who calls now should make it very, very as brief as possible because there's no more time left. I have to close up this program in a few minutes from now. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Peter, sir. Good evening from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My name is Mazi Ucheche Zekwem. I'm from Okigwe province, Biafra land.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, thank you very much, sir. Mazi, actually, I also want to thank you. Your last broadcast, you came on air on Sunday after listening to the report of a Reverend Father, and I made a recommendation for you to keep on replaying the thing. And since past 3 days, the thing have been replaying almost in every platform.
Yes.
And thank you very much for that. It has been going on, and our people are listening. We are understanding how the whole thing was unfolded. And also, the reason why I called right now, because of the reactions coming out from our people, just like as Rabbi Charles just made it clear, Rabbi Charles already spoken my mind and some other people. Our DOS or our principal officers, they are there to represent us. And ever since I joined this struggle, and they have not gone contrary for the directives of the mind, or let me just say, from the directive of our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And also, I want to use this opportunity to thank our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. Chukwuka Biama will continue to strengthen him because it's not easy. He's carrying the whole cross alone. Mazi, our people, I know the way you like to, carry on your own directives, especially when you are broadcasting, when things come up like this. It's not easy because our people right now is highly emotional and is very, very, have been provoked from those whom they think they relied on, especially those that are not strong, who just joined the struggle just few years or few months ago. They cannot know how things have gotten to the extent we are. At least I'm an example of what is happening. I joined this struggle as far back of 2013. I never joined officially to be a full IPOP member, but I've been listening to Nnamdi Kanu from London since 2013. And then I joined officially IPOP in 2015, early 2015, officially until date. Nothing is happening in IPOP. Someone like me will come and tell me nothing is happening in IPOP. And when this kind of incident began to happen, was immediately on 14th of October 2015. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, was arrested. And all the whole devils just rose up. Everybody just packed. We knew what we passed through to settle when the incident of Omiomio, even former before this guy, before Irania became to be COC, that time they're calling him COC, coordinator of all coordinators. His former coordinator of all coordinators came from Malaysia. It was Ikechukwu Enyago as far back as then, before Irania took over. And IPOP have structure. We have structure how this struggle have ordained. And we have been following it systematically, and it's working perfectly well for our struggle, which the whole world know, even the international community know the structure of IPOB. Nobody should come and derail or deviate from the structure laid down by our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. What IPOB known to by law, every activity they are doing is stand by the truth and the command and control structure. We reinstated this command and control structure in 2015, early 2016, when the whole thing busted. I know how many times this is a one-on-one meeting. We had a meeting online with Mazi Uchemefo, Irania, even the former Asian rep who resides even in Malaysia here. So everything that happened, we know. And now let me just tell you, our people, as they are reacting right now, we should not blame them, because these people, I have a very high esteem regard for Mefo. I have esteem. Even when this thing happened, I was communicating with Mefo 101. I could remember the panel of inquiry. My own executive here sent me personally, since you can reach him, call him, then we'll schedule a meeting for us, which I did, and some other people have done. And right now, what Mefo could have done is to come. The worst thing he has done, he went to open up a radio. And the worst thing Mefo did, he came on air and calling our leader a liar. What kind of insubordination you will call that? Mefo have done more than what everybody expected of him to have done. Mefo have gone extremely too far. And when you see the reaction coming out from our members right now, you should not blame anybody, Mazi. You should not blame anybody. Let's call a spade a spade. People must react. And when something happens, you should not expect for people to keep quiet. We must react. What is happening now? Let me tell you. What is happening now between Mefo case is not going to be 1/10 of what we went through 2015, 2016, when our leader was initially arrested. So this thing is just what is nothing, and the wave will soon wipe out. Let him go and ask those that open Radio International today, Iran and the co-hosts. Where are they today? Is Radio International still existing? So you remember opening Radio Human Rights or nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense. Our people have been killed every day, slaughtering. Mefo could not do and know what he's supposed to do. Even a woman who is 63 years old, you heard when that Reverend Father was narrating how the woman cried. These people, even the Reverend Father spoke on Radio Biafra, is more advanced in age or anything more than Mefo. 60-something. These people they are just like you. You guys are our veterans. You guys saw the war. You people, suffered a lot of things during the war. Somebody that is up to 10 years, up to 12 years during the war, because according to the age, when the war broke up in 1967, you know that they are above 10 years when your war broke out. And they begged Mefo to stop doing this, to don't do this. Mefo could not even listen to him, to not listen to that cry, could not listen to them. Suspending your broadcast. Mefo could not do it. Mefo now went on air. And when some people discovered and told him, do you know that this thing is going out on air? And now they cut it off. I was listening everything that happened, even immediately they entered, just like your own experience too, when you were narrating on Sunday. That you were about taking, and your wife told you was about to take shower, or you have a place you wanted to go, and then your internet could not. Then you continue listening, but you couldn't even join them initially as they invited you officially. So now, Mazi, sorry, I'm taking much of our time. Our people do not know, and we should not stop them not to react. After this reaction, everything will be normal. That is nature. And no human being will think that he will bring IPOB down.
Thank you.
Never. Nobody on earth. Because the foundation of IPOB is built by solid rock. And nothing will break it. We fight monsters. We bring, if it is our nation, let me quote our leader. We fight a nation and brought Nigeria to its knee. Who the ordinary human being will come and claim and to say, even as he stands, our leader, which I know, that he's not going to deviate or mess up talking about this. What he's saying today, he will not say it again regarding the restoration of Biafra. He will not do that. But this way this song have reached, have gone past even our leader, which always say on Radio Biafra. So our people must react, and whomever that backslide right now or step aside should move on. Other people should march forward. We are the war front. Our focus is to restore Biafra and to fight everything that will stand against the restoration of our sovereign state of Biafra.
Thank you.
That is
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Sunrise Daily. I'm Ayo Makinde.
It's a beautiful Thursday morning from here in Lagos. I am Kayode Kikedu.
And as you can see, this way, it's time to take a look at the paper straight away.